Number 1. Don't be like every other guy, spitting up some cringe pickup lines or giving her a bunch of compliments without even, getting to know her, or, just staring at her cringely. Listen, girls are fed up from all the pickup lines like, did you fall from the sky because you look like an angel? Bro, these pickup lines are so cringe, and no, she's not an angel, she's probably some that's been hooking up with random strangers in a club being drunk. Stop it. Did you know that you can literally pick up a girl at the club without even talking to her? And listen, come closely, listen here. This is the ultimate hack, and this is the ultimate game that I'm spitting right now. So if you really want to pick up girl, you can do it without even talking. But firstly, there's one catch. This method will only work if this girl is into you. So you literally see this girl, she's maybe around you, somewhere close to you in the club. You're looking at each other, you're kind of like, haha, and she's like, and you're like, you know what I'm talking about. And you can buy her a drink or two. She's dancing, you're standing here like a real man, don't being a simp, don't giving her a bunch of compliments. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. And literally, some time went by, and you can just walk straight to her and just say, let's go, let's get out of here. This is the ultimate game, but this only works if the girl is into you. I've tried this, and this worked many times with some random girls that were into me in the clubs. But I mean, if she's some girl that hasn't even looked at you and she refuses your drinks and stuff like that, you can't really go up to her and say, let's go from here, let's get out, because she'll think you want to kidnap her. And if this works, if you say, let's get out of here, and she's down, if the girl is really down, she won't even ask where we're going, trust me. But if she's like, where we're going, just be like, this place is bothering me, it's so much crowded, it's loud, let's get to know each other. And later on, you can say your names, you can meet, you can do all the things, blah, blah, blah. So, like I said, don't be like every other guy, also with complimenting. You can't just walk straight to some random girl and just start complimenting her. Like, that's simple, bro. You don't even know this girl, and you're like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, your eyes are this, your hair, your nails, blah, blah, blah. If you're a real man, you'll just say, you maybe won't say, but let's say at max one compliment, man. Maybe you say, hello, beautiful, I was just passing by and I wanted to say hello, have you met before, blah, blah. Just something basic, bro. Girls really are fed up with the fancy pickup lines and everything. Just try some basic things like saying hello, and don't be awkward, and you'll see you'll get so much more success by doing the simple things instead of doing the bro science stupid things, bro. Girls are not childish like you, come on. Thing number 2, and I've heard this from Dan Bilzerian, and no, he didn't say this online. This was said by a friend of Dan Bilzerian. So this guy, I don't really remember his name, but he is friends with Dan Bilzerian, and he asked him, he's like, bro, what is the tip, bro? Give me the secret, give me the sauce to being around so many girls and sleeping with them and, everything. Because Dan Bilzerian, he is like the alpha guy. He is like with 20 girls all the time, and they're all tense. So Dan Bilzerian said to this guy, look at the girls like they have... Yeah, like they have... So, you guys put girls on pedestal. Stop doing this. Instead of putting her... So this is you, this is her, and you're at this level. So what you guys are doing is putting her on a pedestal and bringing her this, like here, up. What Dan Bilzerian does is he looks at the girls like they have... So he puts them down here. And look at the difference. Now he's up here, the girl is down here. Bro, this... I don't know how to explain this, but this up with the girl's mental game, and when you put her down, she automatically begins to like you, bro. I don't know how to explain this, but trust me, I've had girls that I've literally didn't want to be like them. I'm being like, go away, like literally trying to push them away, and they are obsessed with me, bro. So just, you guys, instead of putting her up here, just put her down here, bro. Literally, look at her like she has some diseases, like you don't even want to sleep with her, and the funny thing is, you'll both end up sleeping, trust me. So Dan Bilzerian says this, it has to work, man. It doesn't come from me. I've implemented this in my life before, but Literally, if 𝐔𝐧𝐥𝐤 says this and he's like the alpha man in the space, I mean, it's true. Number 3, and I know this will be kind of hard to swallow, and you actually know this by now because you see this everywhere on the internet from the red pill and your role models, but it's don't watch sexual content from women, bro. I don't know how to express this, but it's literally so important. If you watch sexual content from women and you watch, you're basically training your brain to be okay with you watching someone f a girl you like. Do you understand me? So literally, what is the a guy f a girl, you know? So by watching this, you're constantly training your brain to being in the cuckold position by watching someone f a girl you like. So you can't do this anymore, bro. Plus, that's the one thing. The second thing is that you over-sexualize things in your head, bro. This happened to me, actually. I've tried to over-sexual things in my head, and I couldn't even have a once when I was with a girl. So don't try to overcomplicate things. Don't watch sexual content from women. Not only you're dropping your testosterone, actually there was this study when they made regular men ejaculate 2 times a day for 10 days, only 10 days, and these poor men couldn't bring back their normal testosterone level for 5 months, bro. And you've been doing this for the past like 5, 4, 10 years maybe even. So just stop watching sexual content if you actually want to be with some real girl. I mean, you don't want to be the little weirdo sitting in your home watching self-improvement, but at the same time watching and being awkward around girls. Just by stopping with, you'll be like hungrier, bro. Listen, if try this, don't eat for a full day and try to put a hamburger in front of you and just try to look at it, but try not to eat it. But remember, you're hungry, you haven't ate for the whole day, and you put the hamburger in front of you and you try to look at it. Bro, you won't even, this hamburger won't stay like that for 5 minutes. You'll just jump straight to it and eat it whole. So this happens to girls. I mean, you won't eat girls when you see them outside, but if you haven't touched your penis and you haven't ejaculated for, let's say, a couple of weeks, maybe a month or 2, 3 months, and you actually see a beautiful girl, you won't even try to think about the pickup line, bro. You will be so hungry that you will just walk straight to her, start a conversation like a normal human being, and you'll end up sleeping with her. So stop watching sexual content. Number 4 is being confident in everyday life. I've recently improved in this, I can say, because before this I was kind of awkward around people, not just girls but men as well. So what I did was I started working with clients. I got to work with men, women, some older guys, some younger guys, some older women, younger women. I mean, every category, literally. And what happened was I literally became socially comfortable to be talking to people, asking questions. Right now, when I go to the gym and I look at some machine that I don't know how to work out, I don't even try to I try to figure out obviously how to use the machine, but if I can't solve it, I don't have a single problem with like turning around and seeing the first guy or a girl and just asking, excuse me, can you help me with this machine? And I know that for a lot of you guys, this is a real problem. I don't know why is this even a problem, but I see it in my girl too. I'm like, we're working out together, and I'm like, go ask that girl on that machine how long does she trains for there. And my girl is like, oh, no, I'm shy. I'll just wait or do another exercise. I'm like, bro, what? Just ask. She won't kill you. Just go to her and ask, sorry, how many sets you got left? It's that simple. So by becoming confident in everyday life, and usually this confident thing comes from jobs like sales, working with people. I'm a kind of a 𝐓𝐚𝐭𝐜𝐡 therapist, that's a massage therapist, and I'm working with like 5 different people a day. So right now I don't have a single problem with communicating with men or women. If obviously right now I'm in a relationship, but if I look at some girl and I was single, I wouldn't have a problem with going to her, talking, having normal conversation and everything. So by becoming confident in everyday life, by working with people, talking to people, you become confident in the sexual marketplace as well. So you can start improving this by just getting out of your room, man. I mean, it's okay if you work like, on cold calls and you talk from your room, but it's better if you talk with real people. So my job is talking with real people, and before I worked with people, my anxiety was like here, like public anxiety, whatever you say. And right now it's like here. I don't have a single problem with communicating. So become confident, work on yourself, work with other people, just try to warm up your mouth, like exercise your tongue a little bit, and you'll become confident around girls as well. Back then, when I was in school, in high school, in elementary school, I was the introverted guy. I had like 3 friends, and we would go out and do some cringe shit, like not awkward people. We were so awkward, man. We wouldn't talk to girls or other people. We wouldn't try to, like get together with other kids and play. We would just distance ourselves and be like this group of losers. And right now, when I'm with people, when we're sitting on the table, I'm like in the center of the group. I'm saying jokes, everyone is laughing, and I'm like in the center of the attention. So you're not introverted. You can literally train your brain to switch from introvert to extrovert if you want. So watch the video, because in the next chapters I will reveal to you how you can switch from being introverted to extroverted. Number 6. And if you're watching this channel, if you're a fan and you watch a couple of my videos, you will understand this part. This part is where you should develop as a man so much that girls will actually start walking towards you and chasing you and trying to be with you. So number 6 is developing so much, like I said, becoming so monumentally rich and famous and successful and independent and literally everything that girls will actually start chasing you, man. So, I mean, to be honest with you, if you're just Joe Schmo and you play video games, you're not in a good physique, you're not earning money, you still live in your mom's basement, how do you expect girls to love you, man? I mean, it's okay if you're in school and everybody is like that, it's okay. But I mean, after school, you're still this type of loser, no girl will like you. And I've said this to my girl, because I've improved so much from the people in my generation. If I ever stop improving myself, just leave me. Literally leave me. You have to improve every day. Like, don't make chasing girls your priority. Your priority is becoming the man that you've always dreamed of being. Whatever your dream is. Maybe maybe your dream is having a big mansion and living with your family there, retiring your parents, driving a nice car, having a successful business. These are the things you should work on. And trust me, the girl you love will actually come automatically. Because when you try hard every day, when you give your all, God rewards you and gives you opportunities. God will give you business opportunities, money opportunities. He'll give you the woman of your life. So try to avoid as much of the instant pleasure by going around clubs and... So don't make the priority chasing girls, make the priority improving yourself, and everything will come together. Number 6 is all about switching from introvert to extrovert depending on the situation you're in. So you can do this. Like I said, I would give you the actionable steps to become more confident and you learn how to switch from introvert to extrovert. And this is by actually talking to more people. I know if you're introverted and you just put labels on yourself. You say, I'm introverted and I can't speak to people and I will just stay in my room forever and watch movies, play video games and eat pizza and burgers and so on. Do you understand how big of a deal this is? You literally put a label on yourself that you're a loser for the rest of your life. Imagine waking up and saying, I'm born poor and I have to die poor because I'm born like this. Bro, do you hear yourself? What is this type of loser? This is a loser mentality, bro. If you're born introverted, you're not actually introverted. You're putting labels on yourself. I mean, look at me. I'm not introverted, but I'm not even extroverted. I'm somewhere in the middle. If I see the situation where I have to be extroverted, I literally switch to being extroverted, talk to people, smile, tell jokes. If I have to dance, I dance. I do all the crazy things. But if I see the situation, it would be the best for me to be introverted and to shut up. I literally switch and be introverted. Just sit down, chill, listen to people, don't talk as much. You literally should be like water, bro. Water moves. Water isn't stable. Water moves. If you put water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. If you put water, I don't know, somewhere in the streets, it becomes flat. If you put it, I don't know, in the ocean, it becomes the ocean. So literally, you should be like water. So when we talk about being awkward around girls and switching from introverted to extroverted, you can improve this by talking to people. If you want to improve in this field, just find some job that is required for you to talk to people and stop putting labels on yourself, man. You're not the introverted guy, you're not the extroverted guy, you're not the quiet type, you're not the loud type, you're not the lazy type. You know what I'm saying? Just when I have to put on labels on myself, I only say things that I want. So when people ask me, so what sign are you? What horoscope are you? I'm like, I'm a millionaire. And they're like, what? I mean, your sign, millionaire is not a sign. And I'm like, yeah, I am a millionaire. If we have to put labels on ourselves, I put labels that I actually like. So when someone asks me, so what are you? I'm like, I'm a millionaire. They ask me, what nationality are you? I'm like, I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? You have to trick your brain, and trust me, before, like I said, before this, I was the introverted guy and I switched. So you can do the same by talking more, going out more, just putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. I literally had this job where I was a supervisor and I had to literally go in some clubs and promote some type of drink or something. And I would literally, this wasn't like a job, but it was like a side hustle to me. And you know, back when I was introverted and knowing that I had to do this job, it felt like I felt uncomfortable, but I did it anyways. I literally, your job as a supervisor is to talk to every single guy in the club or in the coffee shop or anywhere you go. Your job is to talk to every single one of the people there and try to sell a drink. So I literally would feel uncomfortable going to the club or the coffee shop. And once I get in, I'm like, soup. Now I'm extroverted and I just start walking in the place, basically owning the place, walking to every single human there, literally talking to the cats as well. And I would literally own that place by turning on my switch from introverted to extroverted. On my way there with my bicycle and driving, on my way there, I'm with my headphones and the introverted guy, I'm going there. And once I park the bike, once I walk in the coffee shop or the club, bop, extroverted. So you should do that too. The last thing that you can do to stop being awkward around girls is relax your mind. Basically, stop thinking so much. Stop overthinking, bro. The best advice I can give you, if you see a cute girl and you want to talk to her, is just look at her and immediately start walking towards her. Just turn off your brain for a second, leave your heart pumping like crazy, leave your thoughts being like, what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna f this up, I'll be awkward again, blah, blah, blah. Leave all of that. Like, imagine this as like stone sitting in your heart, like, you know, like weight pulling you down, and just drop it and start walking towards that girl, and your brain will have to come up with something. Like I said, it doesn't have to be some crazy pickup cringe line, but you can just have like the simplest pickup line, like, sorry, have I met you before? Something like that, something so simple, and just have that in the back of your mind. And if you don't know what to say to the girl when you start walking towards her, just say that one thing. So in this situation, it will be, sorry, have I met you before? So if you can't remember of anything, if your brain freezes, just walk towards her and say, sorry, have I met you before? And she'll be like, no. And you can say, from there, you basically broke the ice, and right now you can say whatever. You can say something funny, you can say, right now you can even use some cringe pickup line, but try to make it as a joke, obviously. Don't be like, did you fall from the sky? Because you're an angel. When you turn off your brain, when you don't overthink, basically, you know that every problem out there, every single problem that you have in your life, it's not that big, bro. Problems are not that big. It's not that hard to talk to girls. It's not that hard to become a millionaire. Every problem is created in your mind. You make up the problem in your mind. You put weight to your problem in your mind. Literally 99% of the problems are created in our minds. So by overthinking, by thinking in advance, by thinking about something that happened, you're literally frying your brain with. So don't make talking to girls and being awkward around girls such a big of a deal. Literally, just as I said, look at the girl and walk straight towards her. And by implementing the previous things I said, improving as a man, developing, talking to more people, so becoming more confident, putting her down from the pedestal and not even on the ground, but putting her down in the ground, like as I said, look at her like she has. You have to become like the magnet. Right now, you're not the magnet. You're not successful. You don't have your dream car. You don't have your dream job. You don't have a huge mansion. So when you have these things, you become a magnet, and you bring your standards high, and you start attracting girls, and you become less awkward around them. So everything, when it comes to being less awkward around girls, comes down to you improving yourself. So if you're all about self-improvement, I mean, obviously subscribe, bro. You don't even wait to be reminded.